Okay, well, thank you very much mga kaibigan, kababayan ko dyan po sa Pilipinas, dito po sa Malaysia, and sa iba-ibang parte sa mundo, ang mga overseas Filipino workers. Kumusta kayo po? And welcome to my program, itong NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. Dumating na po, bukas darating na ang araw rin ng mga Filipinos. Ang mga Filipinos will be making a decision kung sino-sino po they are going to elect ang next elected public servants natin po para sa Pilipinas, dyan sa Philippines. And today is Sunday. Thanks God it's Sunday, and hope okay na okay ang ano natin. Ang Sunday, everything is running smoothly. And don't forget, ang mga anak or sino man dyan, husband ba, anak ba, don't forget ang importanteng tao dito po sa mundo, sa buhay natin. Sino yon? Ang importante, very important a person sa buhay natin po. Kung hindi dahil sa kanila, wala tayo dito sa mundo. Let us all greet Mother's Day. Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers dyan po sa Pilipinas, dito sa Malaysia, and throughout the world. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Mga anak, don't forget to greet your mother happy Mother's Day. Pwede naman. Greetings lang, no? But kung may mga extra kayo, maybe you can show your appreciation, your gratitude, your love to your mother by giving flowers or maybe any small things po. But ang importante po, today we should greet our mothers, our mothers, happy Mother's Day. Kung hindi dahil sa kanila po, wala tayo dito sa mundo. To my mother, the late my late mother, I would like to say happy Mother's Day to you, mother, and thank you very much for making me what I am now today. Kung hindi dahil sa iyo ang mga disiplina ng nanay ko sa mga anak niya or sa amin po, we won't be here, or we won't, hindi ako ngayon what I am ngayon po. So, wag natin kalimutan. Happy Mother's Day. So, tuloy ang natin ng programa NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico, and wala na tayong politics ngayon, no? Dahil kahapon na Saturday, at the stroke of midnight, everything stopped ang campaign. Tapos na po ang campaign period from February 11 yata yun po. Nakumpisa ang 90 days campaign period para sa mga senatorial or national candidates for the midterm election. And March 28, if I'm not mistaken din po, nakumpisa ang local campaign period po to all para sa lahat ng mga local candidates participating in the midterm election, which is, sabihin natin, we are going to hold it tomorrow, May 12. Tomorrow, May 12, dapat nasa mood tayo po. Early tayo maggising. Napunta tayo sa mga respective polling centers natin po dyan sa Pilipinas, sa mga overseas Filipino voters. Make sure sabihin natin, ang mga gadgets ninyo, mga handphones ninyo, going for online voting, no? Mayroon pa tayo hanggang bukas at 7 p.m. To vote. Huwag natin kalimutan. Kung pwede, those hindi pa online voting, kung pwede din do it ngayon po, Sunday. Para bukas, mag-monitor na lang tayo po sa mga live coverages dyan po sa Pilipinas. Sa Pilipinas. So, make sure when you go for online voting, na make sure na mayroon na kayong lista, no? Ang kodigo ninyo po. Dahil when I did my voting po, no? Online voting, mayroon na po, they gave me only 5 minutes to do that thing, no? To do that thing. Kung sakali nahirapan tayo magpasok sa website ng COMELEC, be patient lang po. Try again. Dahil importante talaga itong voto natin po. Because our vote will determine the future of our country for another 3 years. for another 3 years. And don't take this voting for granted, you see, because this is a sacred exercise ng mga Filipinos po, or any voters coming or belonging to any other countries carrying out itong, sabihin natin, election exercise. It is sacred, and make sure that we don't sell our votes. Vote according to our conscience po. Vote according to our conscience. And whenever you listen or you hear or you read sa mga social media na mga news regarding endorsement from different groups, kailangan i-verify muna tayo po, dahil ang dami po. I noticed since the start of the campaign period last February hanggang kahapon, ang daming mga fake news po, fake news. And I will be touching one or two fake news po, regarding itong midterm election natin na bukas. And just for you to be, kasi today very crucial ito po, mayroon pa yun mga kandidato. I hope hindi sila, they will not do this because banned na po, banned. Hindi na pwede makampanya today. Hindi na pwede makampanya today. Today is the rest day po. Rest day na po ng mga kandidato, rest day ng mga supporters ng mga kandidato. And kung may time sila po, this is the time wherein you can, itong mga kandidato can ask their supporters to remove ang mga political campaign materials nila po. Ibig sabihin, ang mga posters dyan sa mga identified or designated campaign areas, wherein they put their mga paraphernalias, mga posters, tarpaulin, and all these things. Now you have to remove it. Sabi ang COMELEC na if you're not going to remove it, there is a penalty on that thing. So to avoid any penalty sa mga kandidato, especially those who won, you have to ask your supporters to remove itong sabihin natin ang mga campaign materials ninyo po which you place during the official campaign period po. Tapos na ang kampanya, and you were given the opportunity, the time and opportunities to talk to the voters, ang mga bosses ninyo po. Sino ba mga bosses ng mga kandidato? Ang mga bosses ng mga kandidato who will, because they are applying for a position. And ang mga botante po, tayo mga botante, we will screen them, whether we will hire them to be our representative for 3 years dyan po sa Senado, sa Kongreso, dyan po sa mga local positions po, be it in the provincial positions, be it sa cities and municipalities po. So, eto na. Dumating na ang oras. Bukas at 7 o'clock, mag-open na ang mga polling centers. And I was made to understand also, as early as 5 o'clock, nandyan na po ang mga COMELEC officials, ang election officers po, and ang mga staff nila po to facilitate the voting exercise ng mga botante ng mga Filipinos po throughout or nationwide po, nationwide. And I was also made to understand that there was an order directive from the chairman of the COMELEC, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that senior citizens yun may mga sakit, people with disabilities, they can come in early, 5 to 7 o'clock. They can come in early and exercise the right to vote. Huwag na sila po to wait until 7 o'clock and mahaba yung pila. And we hope that tomorrow the weather in the Philippines will be favorable to the midterm election po, Kasi mahirap na po kung it will be raining or very hot weather po. But anyway, make sure po you bring your umbrellas or whatever needed in the event there will be heavy rain or in the event na mainit na talaga po, no? You bring your umbrellas or whatever things that can give you shade while nasa queuing kayo po, sa line kayo na sa mga respective, sabihin natin nga, polling centers ninyo. Don't forget also to bring maybe a bottle of drinking water or mineral water or whatever po, no? Importante yun po so that you will not be dehydrated in the event mainit na mainit talaga ang weather condition bukas dyan po sa Pilipinas. And vote buying po, on the day of the polling center, be careful po, no? Don't trust anybody. Baka itong mga kandidato, mga supporters ng mga kandidato po, they will try to lure, try to lure again or continue to lure ang mga botante while they are queuing na po para sa polling centers nila, and baka mayroon yung exchange of cash or money po. So that is a violation sa COMELEC po. And what is the consequences? Baka ang kandidato ninyo po will be disqualified. Shoutout muna tayo kay Joseph Sasambrado dyan po sa Zamboanga. I would like to say good morning to you and good afternoon and good evening. Salamat patang, salamat pagi, salamat patang, and salamat malam. Joseph Sasambrado is one of the very active, sabihin natin, media personality dyan po sa Zamboanga, and I suppose busy-busy din si Joseph. Busy-busy din si Joseph today, and most especially tomorrow they will be covering. Don't forget ang e-media or ano ba yun, e-media sa Zamboanga. If you want to know ang mga latest updates or activities dyan po sa Zamboanga during the election, stay tuned po kayo sa e-media. RPN ba yun? E-media po, no? And field reporter din ito si Joseph Sosobrado. Good morning, sir. Shout out. Yes, good morning. Good morning. And yes, let's continue with our marites tungkol sa election na bukas. Bukas. And Joseph, kumusta ang sitwasyon dyan po sa Zamboanga? I heard mayroon mga petition, disqualification petition para sa kandidato dyan po sa Zamboanga dahil po what happened last Friday ba yun o Saturday? Last Friday ba yun na may namatay 2 tao, senior citizens po, dahil po sa nahirapan sa may problema sa respiratory system nila po while they were queuing for itong so-called ano ba ito? They call it watchers forum ka or whatever payment po, no? Yes, sabi ni Joseph Sobrado, if you want to watch ang election activities today and tomorrow dyan po sa Zamboanga, pwede kayo po mag-tune in sa 99.5 XFM Zamboanga. So, nasa ano na pala si Joseph, no? Sa 99.5 XFM Zamboanga. Na po ako ngayon, sir. Yes. Okay. So, yan po. Maraming mga local media, they will be online. Live po sila tomorrow, and one of them is the 99.5 XFM Zamboanga. Joseph Sabrado, Friday po. Sa Friday pala yon insidente, namatay 2 tao, and several others were brought to the hospital for medical attention po. And dahil dyan po, some politicians were saying na they are really disappointed what happened, and they are blaming to the opponents po, mga kandidato po. So later on, I will try to give you also a clipping from interview yon po, no? Sa election officer dyan sa Zamboanga, si Mr. Christian po. I will share with you ang video clip and we will know ano talaga nangyari last Friday. Alright? So, umpisa na tayo po ang munting serious na ito po dahil bukas na ang election. Bukas na ang election. 5 to 7, pwede na po. Early in the morning, pwede na po mag-queue. Ang mga may sakit, ang mga senior citizens, at saka mga buntis or whatever lang. Mga senior citizens, people with disabilities, pwede din po. Ang COMELEC officials, dyan po, ang mga teachers natin, dyan po sa polling centers po, they are more than willing to extend helping hands itong group of voters po. And the rest, they have to queue. They have to queue. Kaya nga, kung pwede po, maaga kayo pupunta sa mga polling centers ninyo para maaga din matapos po. Mga supporters ng, sabihin natin, mga kandidato, you are prohibited. You are now prohibited from distributing sample ballots or whatever paraphernalias, campaign paraphernalias, dyan po, especially dyan po sa vicinity ng eskwelahan where we are having our, sabihin natin, election exercise. Bawal yun po. Bawal yun po. So, ingat-ingat lang kayo. Ingat-ingat lang kayo. But still, mayroon pa mga rumors na some areas, some provinces in the country, Bokbayin, talaga po, very rampant. Some, narinig ko po sa mga social media, sa mga reports coming from the mainstream media, na they are saying na some are giving 2,000, 3,000, and even 5,000 per voter. Per voter po. So, wala mangyari sa atin po if we are going to sell our votes. Wala mangyari po. Kasi what is 5,000, what is 3,000 or 2,000 po, or even 1,000. They will be there for 3 years po. And I don't think so is a very wise move, a healthy move po para sa mga voters to sell our votes po. Sagrado ang boto natin po, and please do not do that. When you vote, vote according to your conscience. But if they give you money earlier, during the campaign period, in the pretext that this is ayuda coming from the government, wala naman problema siguro po. Although this is corruption pa rin para sa akin. Wala naman problema. You get it. That's your money. Taxpayers' money. You get it. In fact, if they are giving only 3,000, 2,000, or even 5,000, kulang pa yun po. Pera natin yun po. Rather than you don't get it, and other people will use it for their personal intention or purposes. So you get it, but it doesn't mean that you will vote for them. You will vote for them. Ingat talaga tayo po. Matured na po. Matured na ang mga Filipino voters po. Maybe before the previous elections po. Siguro pwede pa yun po. Nangyari yun po. But this time around, I don't think so po. Matalino na ang mga voters, ang mga Pilipino po. So, pasensyahan natin po. Itong mga kandidato who is doing illegal activities, unhealthy activities sa election po, pasensyahan natin po. If tomorrow, after 7 p.m., mag-close ang polling centers natin po, and counting will start by 9, 10 o'clock or 11, mag-gauge na tayo po kung who are the winners. Kung ang pangalan ninyo po wala dyan sa circle ng mga winners, and nagbigay kayo or you buy votes po, and then walang pangalan ninyo po, then pasensyahan natin po. That's your own fault. Akala nyo po ang mga Filipino hindi, never change. We already changed. We have matured po dahil sa mga kalokohan ng mga irresponsible politicians natin po who uses money to remain dyan po sa posisyon which they are applying. Especially itong mga re-electionists. Ingat tayo po. Let's this time around. Mayroon yung mga kandidato, sabi natin mahilig aswata si mga senators natin. I won't mention names na lang po because I suppose you already know. Mayroon mga kandidato, every time may mga project sila po, mga congressmen, mayors, or whoever, mga governors, they are asking for a certain percentage. Noon yun po, nakumpisa mga 5% lang po, bigyan sa congressman, bigyan sa mayor. Tapos tumaas na yun po, nagiging 10%, 15%, 20%. And narinig ko po na some areas dyan po sa Pilipinas, included ang Mindanao, included ang Mindanao na mayroon din po mga politicians who even demand for 40% commission. Grabe yun po, 40%. Kung ang project natin 100, no? So in other words, nagiging 60% na lang, 60 na lang ang allocated budget for a development project. So what can you do with 60? In fact, hindi pa yun 60 po, no? Kung ang congressman will get 40% or 40 sa 100, 40 siya. Mayroon pa yun magbigay sa mga ibang tao po. So, baka magiging instead 60, magiging na yung 50 or 45 or even 40 po. So, what can you do with that 40% po sa proyekto? So, it will continue. They will groundbreaking sila yan po to show to the public na may project. But ang quality of the project, ang quality of the project is a big question mark. Whether you like it or not po, be it in Zamboanga City, be it dyan po sa Luzon, sa Visayas and Mindanao, you cannot deny, everybody is talking about money, 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 money. Mga tao, mga tricycle drivers, when you talk about election, alam na nila yan po. Pera-pera ito eh. Pera-pera ito. Ang mga politicians will use money for them to be able to, mga re-electionists especially, to defend ang seats nila po. And itong mga neophytes, newcomers, no? They will also use money so that they will be able to be inside dyan sa gobyerno. Because nakita ka po ang Pilipinas, sad to say, ang mga politicians natin po, and Filipinos, naka-ambisyoso po. They make ang politics, ang posisyon, mga politicians, the position, they are making it parang ano na nila, parang profession nila yan po. Hindi na po yun ang intention noon to be a politician na we will serve voluntarily or whatever, kung may compensation po, financial compensation o wala, we will serve our community. I still remember when a young boy, when I was a young boy dyan po sa Zamboanga, nakita natin po, mga barangay captain natin po, no? Wala silang sweldo. Wala silang sweldo. Wala silang sweldo. They just go there, go for the election, and tell to the community that they want to serve sa community nila po, sa barangay nila po, without any financial compensation. Pero ngayon po, hindi na pwede yun po. Lahat pera na po. Kasi may mga budget na po. How I wish we go back to this kind of mentality po. No? Serbisyo. Serbisyo. Genuine serbisyo po. Alright. So, the thing that I'm going to discuss now or share with you itong news po. Ang news sa Pilipinas. Kasi bukas, election na po. Yung mga endorsement po. Narinig natin ang INC, Iglesia ni Cristo, already endorse or lumabas na po ang pangalan ng mga kandidato nila which they are endorsing. And nakita natin po, they endorse 8 senatorial candidates po. No? 8 senatorial candidates. And if I'm not mistaken, sino-sino yun? If I'm not mistaken, sino-sino ba yung mga nag-endorse? And most likely po, baka dagdagan pa yon today, ang names of candidates. Names of candidates. If I'm not mistaken, parang nakita ko yun si Bong Revilla, Pia Cayetano, Bongo, Ronald Bato de la Rosa, we have Camille Villar, we have Amy Marcos, and sino pa Sino pa nakalimutan ko? Basta 8 yun po. 8 na endorse ang ICC or INC. INC, Iglesia ni Cristo. And who knows, today, because they will be having services today, baka dagdagan pa yun po to complete the 20 senatorial seats. Ang endorsement nila po. Ang endorsement nila. Si Marcoleta is inside. Marcoleta is inside also. So, 8 yun sila. 8 yun sila. And, of course, ang Kingdom of Jesus Christ expected that they will also, they are endorsing ang PDP Laban candidates. Lahat ang Duterte 10. And, not only Duterte 10, but also ang PDP Laban na yesterday already confirmed. And as ang mga supporters nila, mga members nila po, to also give their support to the endorsement of Inday Sara Duterte, ang dalawang kandidato, si re-electionist Amy Marcos as well as si Representative Camille Villar. Hindi ito po kampanya, I'm just doing the announcement. The announcement. Anyway, nandito po I would like to share with you itong news article regarding itong mga endorsement. And one of the big, sabihin natin religious group po sa Pilipinas, wherein its members comprising of 80% of the total population of the Philippines and Roman Catholic believers, mga Kristiyano po. Now, lumabas na sila po, ang denial of this endorsement. Lumabas sa mga social media po, na it is a fake news. Now, ito nga news article, I got it from ABS-CBN Network. Ang title nila po is CBCP endorsement letter on election candidate is fake. It's fake. Mayroon dito po, Manila. Suppose a letter from the Roman Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines endorsing candidates for senator is fake. The office of the Caloocan Cardinal Pablo Virgilio David, the supposed signatory, warned on Saturday or yesterday. A social media post, David's office warned of a letter circulating online that they claim the CBCP was backing. Copies of the letter were also sent, a claim that the CBC was backing. Copies of the letter were also sent to newsroom, supposedly by the CBCP Secretariat. Neither the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines nor the Cardinal Pablo Virgilio Ambo David is endorsing any political candidates for the May 12 election. It means para bukas po ang election natin, midterm election. The supposed letter does not appear on the CBCP website nor on CBCP News, its news service said. Monsignor Bernardo Pantin, CBCP Secretary General, also denied the veracity of the letter. It has come to our attention that the social media post claimed Cardinal David issued a statement endorsing certain senatorial candidates. Please exercise discernment when reading such a social media post, Pantin said in a statement yesterday. Yan po, no? Yun ang problema po. Yun ang problema po. Some irresponsible individuals or maybe group, doing this fake news para at least knowing that today wala na pong campaign, hindi na pwede mag-kampanya po, so they release itong klase mga fake news po. That's why ingat-ingat lang tayo when it comes to sabihin natin believing itong fake news po, lumalabas dyan po sa social media. Dyan po sa social media. Alright, I would like also to share with you, ano ba ito? Mayroon pa ba tayo dito? Sandali, si Bongbong Marcos po, ang presidente natin. Dahil ngayon, kasi hindi na tayo sa politics, kampanya-kampanya po, hindi na tayo pwede po, no? So, I would like to share another media, media news article po, lumabas sa Inquirer.net, dyan po sa Pilipinas about ang celebration ngayon po, ang Mother's Day. Galing ito kay Marcos. As the country observes Mother's Day, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has expressed his appreciation to all mothers nationwide and their unconditional love. On Sunday, Marcos posted a photo with his wife, First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos, his mother, former First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos, and his sister Irene Marcos Araneta, along with a college of other mothers carrying their children. Mothers are a quiet strength behind every family. They care, nurture, guide, and give of themselves without asking for anything in return. Their love knows no bounds, and neither does their sacrifice, Marcos wrote in the Instagram. The Mother's Day, I sincerely acknowledge and thank all the lives of the home. Thank you very much for your unparalleled love and care, sabi ni Bongbong Marcos. Sabi ni Bongbong Marcos. So yun po, Mother's Day. Huwag natin kalimutan ang Mother's Day because today is Mother's Day celebration. Yun ang mga tayo, hindi pa nag-greet sa mga nanay natin po, no? Sa mga missus, sa mga husband, you have to greet ang wife din niya po, kasi mother din yun sila So, ano yan po? Don't forget to greet. Don't forget to greet. Ano itong storya? VP Sara acknowledges pressure in introducing unknown PDP bets in a short period. Vice President Sara Duterte on Saturday ended the 2025 midterm elections campaign trail in her bailiwick, Mindanao, saying that introducing unknown senatorial candidates to voters in a short span of time was the challenge for her in this year's campaign. The Vice President only began campaigning for 10 senatorial candidates allied with former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte about 3 weeks before the midterm election, as she had to step in for her dad, who was arrested and brought before the International Criminal Court in March. When asked if she felt any pressure to feel in her father's role of campaigning for their allies, she said, yes, dahil yung elections natin is an election of memory, recall sa apelido. Yan po. Yan po ang sabihin natin na Inday Sara Duterte, ang Vice President. She's not a candidate. Remember that. She's not a candidate. Now, going back sa issue natin na tungkol yan po sa Zamboanga. Tungkol sa Zamboanga, as I promised you earlier po. No? As I promised you earlier. Na ang election officer sa Zamboanga po, si Mr. Christian, when interviewed, ito po, this is what he said yesterday po sa interview. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this.
This qualification case, but then again, medyo process po tayo, so bibigyan natin yung partido on their side to explain this because yesterday, wala namang actually na kandidato na nandun sa mga venues. So definitely, since medyo process tayo, bigyan natin sila ng opportunity also to explain their side. But definitely, this can be, if proven, in court with the evidences submitted, this can be subject of disqualification. The use of payouts, in fact, starting May 2 until May 12, bawal na po yung payout. Wala lang payout. Even if they were able to gather or to acquire exemption from the COMELEC with regards to the release of ayuda, but may total ban po tayo starting May 2 to May 12. first be docketed with the law department. Ganun kasi yung process natin. Hindi namin immediately pwedeng i-investigate dito without first docketing the case at the law department. And I believe actually parang may isang disqualification case na nga daw na na-file yesterday with the law department. And siguro we expect pa disqualification case with what happened yesterday.
Okay, yan po ang statement ng election officer dyan po sa Zamboanga, si Mr. Christian. And mayroon din ako, I want to share with you ang statement, ang disappointment, ang feelings of disappointment, ang former mayor, or vice mayor ng Zamboanga City, when it comes to, he commented on the issue yon na Friday incident, wherein may dalawang namatay, several were brought to the hospital for medical attention po, regarding itong payout, so-called payout, alleged payout. Some are saying that it was a training for the watchers of this particular candidate po, no? This particular candidate. But anyway, alright, let me share with you itong statement ni former Vice Mayor of Zamboanga City. Medyo, he's not happy. Hindi lang medyo, he's really not happy with what happened. With what happened last Friday dyan po sa Zamboanga. Dyan po sa Zamboanga. I cannot blame him also. He's not a candidate. He's just being concerned only po. He's not a candidate. Let's listen to Romel, former Vice Mayor of Zamboanga City, Romel Meng Agan.
Si Atty. Romel Agan de ustedes concejal antes na Distrito 2 y antes vice-alcalde. Matapos ko mapanood kagabi sa social media ang mga pangyayari sa payout ng isang grupo sa politika kung saan dalawang senior citizens ang namatay at iilan pa ang kinailangan dalhin sa ospital, naawa ako sa ating mga kababayan sa laylayan ng lipunan na pinagsasamantalahan ng mga walang kwentang politiko. Nag-uumapaw sa galit ang aking kalooban. It is clear to me that these unscrupulous politicians are taking advantage of the poverty of our people and have no respect for the dignity of the Zamboangueños. Lantaran na ang vote buying dito sa Zamboanga. Tama na, sobra na, palitan na. Kaya dapat turuan ng leksyon itong mga politiko para magtanda. Tanggapin ng pera na ipinamumutmut nila pero huwag sila iboto. Dahil ang pera na yan ay pera ng taong bayan, pondo ng gobyerno at perang ninakaw sa mga proyekto ng gobyerno. Yung 40% kickback. Sa darating na eleksyon sa Mayo 12, ako'y nananawagan na piliin natin ng mabuti ang susunod na leader sa Zamboanga. Nakita naman natin ang dismal performance nila. Ang gulo ng siyudad, nandyan ang 40% corruption, pinalaki na ang intelligence fund from 22 million to 96 million, pero patuloy pa rin ang patayan sa Zamboanga. Well, yes,
Okay, yan po si former Vice Mayor Romel Agan. Hindi na pwede kampanya ito po, no? Wala na po na kampanya. But I share with you itong video clip niya po dahil since he mentioned already his disappointment about the incident last Friday po dyan sa Zamboanga. So, wag natin kalimutan ulit, wag natin kalimutan ang mga overseas Filipino workers dito sa Malaysia. Dito sa here in Sabah is Malaysia, particularly in Kota Kinabalu. We have a lot of voters dito po. So, vote according to your conscience. Those who has yet to vote online, do it today. We still have that time today and tomorrow and tomorrow until 7 p.m. 7 p.m. So, vote according to your conscience and think about ang mga loved ones natin po, ang futuro. For the next 3 years, ang futuro ng mga loved ones natin dyan sa Pilipinas na iwan natin po. Dahil mahal na mahal tayo sa kanila and we decided to work abroad dahil po sa kanila and dahil po sa bayan natin. Ang mga modern heroes po, sabi ni Tatay Digong, ang modern heroes are the overseas Filipino workers po. Overseas Filipino workers. Just for your information lang po, na notice ako po that karamihan ng mga Filipino dito po, since the previous elections, this is identified as a Duterte country. Ganun ba yan? Hindi yung kampanya. Anyway, yun po. That's the latest developments mayroon dito sa NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. And stay tuned lang po kayo dito sa programa natin po, especially tomorrow. I will be the whole day monitoring ang live coverages dyan po sa Pilipinas and I will immediately inform you po ang mga latest breaking news, latest news po dyan sa Pilipinas. Dito sa Malaysia, medyo ang mga Filipinos medyo relax tayo bukas because we will be celebrating, it's a public holiday, ang Wesak Day, Wesak Day. So may time tayo po, no? Stay tuned kayo sa programa ng NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. So siguro hanggang dito na lang tayo po ngayon and as what I said, I will continue to monitor today until tomorrow. And yeah, you can expect something from me after the election po. I am going to the Philippines next week after the election. And siguro kung God willing, we will be able to get a word or two from the winners po dyan sa Pilipinas kung may swerte tayo po, no? Especially dyan sa Mindanao, especially dyan sa Zamboanga City, no? Sa Zamboanga City. And why I would try my level best to get a word or two or interview ang kung sino man ang mayor ng Zamboanga City after the election tomorrow, dahil I want to ask some a question regarding itong, no? Anong mga plano nila po when it comes to ang Sabah, ang problema ng illegal immigrants sa Sabah, especially those originating from Samba Sultan, Zamboanga, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. The problema ng repatriation of Filipinos in Sabah po, hindi regular po, no? Kawawa naman mga Filipinos who are temporarily or detained dyan sa temporary detention o dito sa temporary detention center sa Sabah po for violation of immigration rules and regulations po, kagaya yon walang documents, no? And Zamboanga has been complaining about the number of Filipinos or deportees bringing into Zamboanga City every deportation po. Now that can be solved, kung ang Zamboanga City, ang Basilan, ang Sulu and Tawi-Tawi will pass a resolution, pass a resolution to the national authorities or government po, asking for opening up sabihin natin temporary Philippine passport facilitation center dito po sa Sabah, which I believe that it will really help reduce the number of illegal Filipinos dito po sa Sabah. I believe karamihan po, not like before, but now the Filipinos in Sabah, although mayroon pa din tayong mga illegal immigrants po, no? Now they don't want to be illegal anymore. Ang problema po, nahirapan sila po to get the necessary documentations from the embassies concerned, dyan po sa Kuala Lumpur, ang Philippine Embassy natin, dahil they seldom come to Sabah po. and help us. Kung magpunta man sila dito po, it will take months, 2, 3 months or 4 months po. And limited ang number of applicants po. They are extending assistance po. Dahil one is problem of shortage of manpower on the part of our Philippine embassy. The other one is kulang po ang dialogue with the Filipinos dito po sa Sabah. No? I don't see embassy organizing big dialogue with the Filipino communities dito po sa Sabah. Tagal na po, tagal na, years na po. No? Years na po. If I'm not mistaken, the last one I cover itong big sabihin tayo, dialogue with the Filipinos po, explaining to them what are the things that they are supposed to do, listen to them, ano mga problema ng mga Filipinos dito po. No? That was the time of Ambassador Jose Brillantes. No? And that was during the 90s po. After that po, wala na po. No? Wala na po. So, sana lang po ang ambassador natin, lady ambassador natin po, si Angela yata yun, Angela Ponce po, will seriously consider visiting Sabah, no? And meet the Filipinos dito po para malalaman nila po ano talaga ang problema ng mga Filipinos dito. And at the same time, they will be able, both the Filipinos and the embassy po, will be able to find a permanent, no? long-term solution po on this problem of illegal immigrants. You are not only helping ang Filipino community dito po sa Sabah, but you are also helping ang Malaysian government po, ang Sabah government po, because this has been the illegal immigrant problem sa Sabah po is a perennial problem, and the government of Sabah, no, is very concerned and continue to give humanitarian assistance sa mga Filipinos po and other nationalities despite them being illegals, walang proper documents. So with this, I would like to say thank you very much. Huwag natin kalimutan, bukas na bukas, importante talaga ito po, ang midterm election po. Make sure you cast your votes, make sure you vote based on your conscience po. Based on your conscience. Puturo natin po ng mga Pilipino. If we choose the wrong candidate, the wrong leader po, 3 years yun po, mahirapan tayo. So, hanggang dito na lang ang NikTok, The Real Talk with Nico. And once again, I would like to say, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Not only in Malaysia, not only here in Sabah, East Malaysia, dyan po sa Pilipinas, and throughout the world. To our brothers and sisters dito sa Malaysia, I would like to say Happy Vesak Day to each and every one of you sa atin po tomorrow. Thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines, God bless us all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.